Hi everybody. Welcome once again to our Low on Health Rambling. Today is August 8th, 2010. It's around 2:36 in the afternoon. Got a lot to cover this week. Kind of had a lot going on and whatnot. Kind of an eventful week, more or less. Just kind of jump right into kind of the work situation. It's been a busy kind of week at work. Basically had somebody out in my department and basically kind of been covering for them and also doing my stuff, in which case it's kind of been not really stressful, but busy work week, which was, interesting nonetheless. But the cool thing is, as the week progressed, actually Thursday, Jeffrey Gross, who I probably mentioned a couple of times on this one, my Xbox Live friends, one of my old Animation coworkers, actually called me Thursday lunchtime and was like, "Hey, my sister got advanced screening tickets to Scott Pilgrim. Do you want to see it?" And I think I maybe mentioned this before, but Scott Pilgrim versus the World is the only movie this year I was planning to see in theaters. In which case I was like, hell yeah, I want to go see it. So he basically said, okay, after work, come by, pick me up, we'll go see it. It was at the West Shore Movie Plaza. In which case I was like, oh, great, cool. So thanks to Patty, basically Patty is Jeff's sister. She got some 4 advanced screening tickets for Scott Pilgrim, which doesn't open up till next Friday. And I was debating how I was going to see Scott Pilgrim, and this kind of solved that problem. So I picked up Jeff and Oldsmar and then went down to West Shore, which I haven't been to before because I usually don't go to malls. It's been about probably 3 years to actually step foot in a mall, which was really interesting. But we basically met Matt and Patty there and basically watched the movie. And I want to say it was a great movie. I really much enjoyed the movie itself. And it was kind of cool, too, because it was kind of a critic showing, too. So basically the people that were there to see it were there to see the movie and enjoy it. It wasn't like a midnight release or like a regular Friday, Saturday night, where hecklers might show up or whatnot, or the OG kids. So it was nice to actually see the movie in the company of other people who actually appreciate the movie. I actually have read all the graphic novels now and very much enjoyed the movie and I'm looking forward to it. Anywho, movie ends, pick up something to eat at Jeff's house, don't get home till like midnight or 1 a.m. As I get into my house, I notice there's a set of house keys on my counter. I'm like, well, that's kind of odd. So then I check my roommate's room and it's been cleared out. So apparently rent was going to be due on that Friday and apparently she couldn't pay for the rent, or things weren't working out here. I thought things were working out here, but apparently my roommate has now moved out. And the reason why I'm kind of vague about it is because she didn't leave any notes, she didn't leave any phone calls, Facebook invites, or anything. So that kind of put me in a real downer mood, realizing that, hey, my extra, $500 a month is gone. So that was kind of disappointing after riding the great high of basically seeing Scott Pilgrim and then coming back home to see like, oh, well, that's odd. That kind of just put me in a bad fervor for the day, and I didn't even get to sleep till like 2 or 3 a.m., in which case that put me in a bad funk for the next day. Rolling back real quick, I do want to mention for Scott Pilgrim, because it was a promotional thing, we were able to get these really cool Scott Pilgrim versus the World, posters and whatnot. And because we got there super early, we got there like an hour before open, we were able to kind of snag as many posters as we want. And this is my big movie poster, which I think has 2 in there. In which case, thanks to Patty again for having these little hairband wristband dealies to keep these things together because people were kind of crumpling them up and whatnot. So I got Scott Pilgrim stuff, which was awesome. Anywho, Friday, basically I get to work and I didn't get that much sleep and I was kind of just in a bad fervor from like realizing it, the roommate thing. So of course what I decided to do, because Friday, August 6th, was actually my birthday too. So I kind of started off my birthday not to a great start. I decided to get a Slurpee. In which case, this isn't the Slurpee that I got Friday, but basically the local 7-Eleven by me has these orange cream Slurpees, which if you remember those orange cream ice popsicles things, it's basically what it tastes like, and it's de-freaking-lish. So that's how I started my Friday at work, and because I was such in a bad mood or whatnot, I was very boisterous at work and more gossipy and easygoing and whatnot. So that work day just kind of drudged along, and it was just aggravating. So that didn't start off my my birthday weekend that great. And then of course I got home Friday. I did my phone calls for everybody like, hey, happy birthday, blah 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 blah. And then I just went to sleep. Basically slept through Friday, and that was kind of it. Saturday came around, and I was debating on going to my class reunion. I even was able to call my sister and say, hey, could you be my designated driver for my reunion? It's at Shepherd's in Clearwater. And she's like, oh yeah, I know where that's at. I'm like, great. Well, she could drive me there. I could drink, catch up and whatnot. But then when Saturday rolled around and I kind of just took stock of what was happening, I realized that the great scales of life, everything going my way, the scales just needed to even themselves out. So basically, I'm not that much of a pessimist, but I was like, you know what, I'm not going to push my luck. I'm just going to kind of sit at home, let the cards fall as they may, and just relax. And I realized that the scales were going back the other way, having my sister involved, who's normally just a bad luck charm, probably wasn't a good idea to go to the Shepherds and whatnot. So I decided not to do that. Slept most of the day Saturday too, just kind of just slept my way through that day. I did play Modern Warfare with a couple of friends and whatnot. I did buy the new map packs, thanks to Darren this week. And that was just kind of how I spent my Saturday, kind of just meandering around, kind of just not really doing my reunion, didn't really bother with it. Kind of hoping for Project H to take off, but that didn't really happen. So anyway, then Sunday kind of rolls around, and basically that was the day I was like, okay, well, I'll go have my birthday lunch with my grandma and mom, which was really cool. Basically, they took me out to Olive Garden, which I haven't been to out in a while. I did get my usual lasagna and basically kept half of it for later. I will say this, though, out of like birthday presents and whatnot, my mom actually had been helping me with the lawn stuff. She got me lava rocks, which I'm working on putting out my lawn and whatnot. But my grandma actually got me a nameplate. Let's see if I can get this in here. Woo, got some glare there. Let me see if I get that. There you go. My nameplate for my cubicle at work. I mentioned at work, I basically just have my name printed up on a piece of paper, taped to my cubicle. And she was like, oh, well, she figured this would be a good birthday present, and it is a great birthday present. We'll put this up and be the envy of everybody at work. Maybe start a nameplate war race. So that was kind of cool. Thank you, Grandma, for that. Thank you, Mom, and everybody for taking me out to Olive Garden and whatnot. And basically, that's just how my week went. Basically, I picked up another Slurpee on the way back from Olive Garden, which was, an hour ago. And just kind of relaxing now. Basically, I know that basically how everything is rolling right now. When things are going my way, I'll run with it. When things aren't going my way, when the scales are kind of balancing themselves off, I'm not going to push my luck. I know not everything's going great. And yes, everybody's been well-wishing me, saying, that sucks that she left, but, things will turn around. I put flyers back up at work for the rooms, so hopefully somebody else will bite. Let me take a drink of my Slurpee. Orange cream. I wish every single supplement had the same stuff, but only the one closest to me seems to have this. But yeah, so just kind of meander through the week. The scales are balancing, so I'll just take them as they are, and I'll just relax. Kind of still hoping for, Project H to pan out, but I don't think it will. No big deal. Not all of us have the free time, and I'm really not that bummed about it. I'm just kind of, just relaxing and not really taking it too much to heart. Think positive, whatever. I'm just gonna do things as I do and just get by. I mean, now I just have to really kind of budget differently. I was kind of enjoying knowing that I was gonna kind of have that money tree there generating money. Half of it going to the bank and half of it going out to free stuff. But whatever. But as always, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching and commenting, and I do apologize that, some people had mentioned you should definitely go to your reunion, get out and do stuff, and I didn't really do that. I don't think there would have been that many people there anyway. But I am just going to take everything as it is, and, whatever comes my way, but I'll probably be less outgoing the next couple of days. But that doesn't mean if somebody offers something, I won't be up for going out and doing stuff. So, whatever, take it that as it is. But just thanks, everybody, for all your well-wishing and whatnot, and I will catch you next time. You guys want to say hi to the camera?
Hi, camera. Oh, no.
It's my new one. You want to say happy birthday? Here you go.
Happy birthday, James Bradley O'Brien.
Yay!
Yay.
And there's Rufus.